What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode in our Dynasty mode. If you remember, in our fourth season, we were able to beat the Houston Rockets for another NBA championship. And so we are back with season number 5. And man, it was a crazy season. So be sure to like the video if you like it. Go ahead, subscribe if you're new. And let's go ahead and get straight into the storyline of the 2022 season. So the first thing that happened is that there is actually going to be an expansion team added to the league, okay? So what's going to end up happening is there was a vote. Initially, they rejected the vote for the expansion team, but I thought, hey, let's go ahead and approve it because, hey, let's make things interesting here, right? So I went ahead, overturned it, and so we're going to go ahead and expand the league by 1, which means that the New Orleans Pelicans are now going to get moved to the Eastern Conference. I believe the team that was added was the Vancouver Ravens. So the Vancouver Ravens got added, as you see right there. They are going to be in the Western Conference. So that means that the New Orleans Pelicans are going to move to the Southeastern Division of the Eastern Conference. That's going to be very, very important. So the other thing that happens when you have an expansion team is that you have an expansion draft. So the third major thing that happened this year was that we are going to end up losing Jordan Bell in the expansion draft. My fellow Duck. I'm not happy about that. But I had a hard decision to make. It was between Bell or Akot. And the reality of it was that I had Jaren Jackson Jr. had Marvin Bagley III. I had Karl Anthony Towns ahead of him. So he was like my fourth best big man. And Akot was a big contributor off the bench. Now, with all that being said, we are still going to end up having the best record in the league at 68-14. So we still have a very good team. Michael Stafford, he's going to end up winning Coach of the Year for the 4th straight year in a row. So our coach is the real deal. By the time playoff time comes around, we are going to end up having 590 overalls. Okay, by the time that playoff time rolls around. And once again, we are the best defensive team in the league. If you haven't been watching our series, you know that we have the best defensive team in the league. We were first in points allowed, first in fewest turnovers, and first in opponents' 3-point percentage. This is going to give us the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And we are going to sweep past the Knicks in the first round, setting us up with a second round matchup against the newest team in the Eastern Conference, the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, so we're going to jump straight into the second half here of the second round of the playoffs. We are actually down 2-0. And so let's go ahead, jump into this game, see if we can turn around this series. Okay, so here we go. Game number 3. We're down by 3 points. Dennis Smith Jr. is going to take it to the basket and get the easy layup, putting us down by 1. Now, after a miss in the corner, we're going to kick it up to Marvin Bagley III. He's going to kick it over to Romeo Langford's not going to get it, but MB3 is right there. And Anthony Davis is going to get the goaltending. Now, the New Orleans Pelicans have a great team. They still have, as you see, Anthony Davis, Boogie Cousins, but they also have Eric Bledsoe at the point guard position, as well as Kostas Antetokounmpo. This is Giannis Antetokounmpo's little brother, and he is a beast. If you guys watch my Jackson Baldwin series, you know how good that he ends up becoming. So after a missed 3, Anthony Davis is going to get the rebound and the putback, and MB3 is actually going to get fouled out with 8.5 minutes left to go in the game. And Anthony Davis is going to put his team up by 1. So here we go, going inside to Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to miss the first one, but he's going to get his own rebound and get the putback. And at this point, we're down by 2. And as you see, Eric Bledsoe, he's going to put the moves on Dennis Smith Jr. with the step back 3. And that was a big one right there. Now Dennis Smith Jr. working the pick and roll. Going to go inside to Karl Anthony Towns, who's going to get the nice little layup right there. Karl Anthony Towns had a big game. He had a double-double. He was huge in this game. But the New Orleans Pelicans had an amazingly good defensive team. As you see, Jaren Jackson Jr., J3, as I like to call him, getting the putback right there. But they had a really, really good team. Great defense. As you see, Eric Bledsoe hitting another three. And, man, that would actually be something special. If Eric Bledsoe was actually on the Pelicans with Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins, that would be something special right there. But obviously, he's over in Milwaukee with a different Antetokounmpo. As you see, Anthony Davis working Karl Anthony Towns right there. And we're down by 11 with 3 minutes left to go in this game. DeMarcus Cousins is going to get the three from the corner. So that's not going to help our chances right here. And now, as you see, they are setting it up. Anthony Davis is going to pull up right over Karl Anthony Towns. And it was just that kind of game for us. And here goes Steph Curry. He's going to pull back from way back. And he did not have a great game. Was in foul trouble most of the game. As you saw with that last basket, he only had 8 points. Now he's going to go for another three. Getting that one. Trying to do everything he can to keep us in the game. Right now we're down by 11 with a minute and a half left to go. Meaning we got to be perfect from here on out. And Antetokounmpo back down to Anthony Davis, who's going to get the slam. And so they're up by 13 with 40 seconds left to go. Josh Jackson's going to get the rebound up ahead to Dennis Smith Jr. He's going to miss. Karl Anthony Towns gets the putback, though. But it is not going to be enough. Unfortunately, we are going to lose this game and drop down 3-0 against the New Orleans Pelicans. And so that was a crazy game. Like I said, the New Orleans Pelicans are really good. As you can see, and we're down 3-0. Well, we're going to end up getting swept actually in the second round by the New Orleans Pelicans. So that big conference change, as you see, had a huge impact on the outcome of the season. Definitely, we are going to feel it. So we definitely got to go back to the drawing board this year. Even though we had a 68-14 record, we definitely got to do some improvement. But the Pelicans are going to get beat by the eventual NBA champions, the Philadelphia 76ers. And as you see, Ben Simmons is going to get Finals MVP. But hey, again, if you like the video, go ahead and like it. I'll be back very soon with year number 6, and I'll see you later. Peace.